Yo, what's up, everybody? It's BTRBs of the Rebel, man. What I want to discuss today is very simple. Should Mayweather and Conor McGregor, should they fight? And I think when you're talking about this fight, this is a fight that you have two galvanizing figures, right? You have two figures that are bigger than the sport themselves to an extent as far as their competition, that they're almost more publicized for what they do outside of the ring than what they do in the ring. And then what they do in the ring just gives fodder and buffers what they say outside of the ring. So if Mayweather's talking about I'm TBE, well, he had to go improve in the ring, and he does. Conor says he's a beast, and no one can beat him, and he was the key to the game. He usually goes out there and prove it. Outside of the Nate Diaz fight, the problem with this fight, if it's in a boxing ring, and I've seen 1,000 people discuss it, so I'm probably not gonna say nothing that you didn't know or didn't think about or don't understand. Mayweather beats him in a boxing ring. Conor beats him in the UFC, in the octagon. It's that simple. It's that simple, that you have two guys who are experts at their sport. It's very difficult for a man who, like, for example, I've trained in boxing and I've trained with MMA fighters. I haven't trained in MMA, but I've trained with MMA fighters, and I've sparred MMA fighters, and I've seen boxers spar MMA fighters and vice versa, and then I've seen boxers try to go into the in MMA, and they can't wrestle. So it's two different worlds. The training can be very similar as far as the conditioning that you have to use, the discipline in the sense of running miles, getting in shape, but the skill set is ridiculously different. You are, on one hand, it's kind of like if you were to say you're a basketball player and we're both playing basketball, but I work on everything and you just work on shooting. And that's what MMA is, as far as working on everything. And then boxing is working on shooting, which is the hands, punching. So what I'm gonna say is this is a fight that I think it'll generate a lot of buzz if it did happen. I don't know if it'll do Pacquiao numbers, but I don't know. I have no idea. To be honest, would I want to see it? Yeah. I don't, just for the sake of. I think it's one of those fights that, it's one of those things that I think it'd be nice to see, But I'm not petitioning for it, because I understand that in either sport, their talent and their skill set is so widely different. It's not the same. It's not the same skill set. So I don't think that it's fair on either guy. But I remember watching the Pacquiao fight and the Mayweather fight, and at some point, yeah, as a fan, we're watching and we're like, man, this is a great fight. But at some point, you start thinking about, like, dude, these dudes is making $100 million. So at the end of the day, it's no losers when you look at it from that perspective. So I mean, even if McGregor went in there and boxed Mayweather and lost all 12 rounds, or got knocked out in the first round, or whatever, or Mayweather, went in there, but Mayweather definitely wouldn't go in there. But the more realistic thing is that McGregor would go in the boxing ring and he gets knocked out really fast. Whatever. He's gonna make I don't know if he ain't gonna make Pacquiao money, but he's gonna make a lot of money. And Mayweather's gonna make a lot of money. So I mean, I think it's a fight that'll do numbers. It'll probably do more numbers than the biggest boxing match, which is Canelo Triple G. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe the fans would say this is a circus situation and we don't want to see it. I don't know. Because I hear the buzz on the street, but I don't know, does the buzz on the street always equate to pay-per-view buys? I don't know how that equates sometimes. So, but hey, man, let me know what you guys think. Would you want to see this fight? Is this a fight that you're interested in and something you want to see? So once again, continue to support, man. Continue to spread positivity as I usually do, man. So BTR.